Hey there. So what I'm doing is I'm going to try to make something. Something I've been thinking about for a while that, hey, why don't I just make one of these? It might be a fun thing to do. Not super crafty, but why not give it a try? So join me, won't you? Now, my jigsaw is pretty old, so it's very shaky. We'll see how this goes. It may cause some problems for me. I wanted to be able to use my rotary speed saw, but the wood I want to cut is a little thick, and that's more for sheetrock, thin plywood. So we're gonna give this a try. Rough, need some sanding and shaping, but it's on its way. Well, I smoothed it out a bit. I've got some ragged chips on the edges because of the saw that I was using. It was old, the blade was pretty old too, and I didn't have the most stable surface, but I gave it a shot. I mean, this is really just me trying it out, seeing how it goes. I'm probably gonna need to do a little more sanding on it, try and get those out and round out my edges a little more. My wheels are a little funny. Then I'll get out probably my Dremel tool, which is hiding somewhere, and then etch in some detail. Throw a coat of stain on there, maybe some lacquer, and then she'll be done. I'll get to the next steps a little later on. It won't be that long for you. In fact, it'll probably be like now. No? All right, I guess it'll be late. It's a little messy, but what do you want? It's my first time. Son of a crap. Hey, dog nail trimmers. Hey guys, I'm back out for day 2. Before I get started, you want to see an antique? This was my father's soldering gun from way, 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 way back. Look at that instruction manual. You know that this is not new. There's no date on it. Yeah, there's no dates on anything. So this is before they started putting dates on stuff. That's how old it is. There were no dates. It's that old. They hadn't even started keeping track of years yet. The goal here is to get my burn on so I can do a little scorching of the lines. I want to darken them up. So that's what I'm going to use this guy for. Guessing I have to hold the trigger for a very long time. This thing probably hasn't been used in, well, my dad passed away almost 15 years ago, and I haven't used it. So unless we have little elves that have been creeping into my garage to use this ancient soldering iron, it hasn't been used in at least 15 years. It's making a noise. You want to touch it? See? Go on. Let me know if it's hot. Go on. No? Took a couple minutes, but as you can see, I'm getting some heat. So let's go ahead and start getting some color on here. I need something that's gonna hold the heat a little bit better and for a little bit longer. Yeah, it was worth a shot. Whew. Had to take a little break and go get myself a cool beverage. I also turned the fan on. Oh my God, look how messy my garage is. You don't need to see that. You don't need to see that. It is hot today. It's 92. Whew. Anyway, I got stuff to do, so back to it. More sanding, more sanding, more sanding. The wood is still rough, the wood is still rough. So I have to sand it to make it more smooth, to make it more smooth, to make it more smooth, to... More sanding. Don't be an idiot and forget to wear your safety glasses. Feel this for the next week. Oh. Dummy me. All right. Very dark. This is my first attempt at the post, just to make sure that I was doing it right. Now we use that to hold on to this whilst I stain. Using this stain because I had it on hand. It was left over from a different project that I had bought it for and never actually used it. But it occurs to me that the interior of the What Were We Thinking has a lot of this dark brown wood, like the dinette table is close to this color, so that should complement nicely, I think. I don't know if you typically do many coats of stain. I haven't actually stained anything since I was a little kid. I asked somebody who I know has done some of this stuff, but he didn't get back to me in the short time that I allowed him. So I'm just doing my thing. I suppose I could have Googled it, looked on YouTube, that sort of thing, but why not? Let's just do it this way. I forgot to stain the bottom. Shame on me. Make sure we get in there. Get that. I'm sure many of you out there are very handy and crafty and have lots of tips. If you feel like sharing them with me, now that I've done it, please do. Because this will not be the last thing that I do. Very lovely. It looks like a giant chocolate. Lovely. All right, now let's move on to our brown trailer. Okay, I just glued the rod in place and also screwed it in so that it's not going to go anywhere, ever. You can see a little bit of the glue right there. I don't want to fuss with it too much. Most of that's always going to be covered by paper towel roll, so I'm not super worried about it. Now what I need to do is spray on some polyurethane, which is going to be the challenge because of the odd shape. I probably could have done them all separately, but I'm trying to get this done quickly because I wanted to be able to take it tomorrow. Now she's shiny. Very shiny. All right, I let the thingamajiggy dry overnight, so let's see how we look. There she is, in all her glory. Now I'm just going to add some little felt feeties to it so that it doesn't scratch up the table or whatever surface that it ends up on. So, one here under the tanks. Here by the wheel. I'm probably gonna put a lot just so it's nice and stable. Uh-oh, got a visitor. What's up?
Just running out to get a newspaper. I wanted to check your latest. Once you got all your shellac, oh, you got non-skid thingies for the feet.
Yeah, so hopefully it'll be cool. Nice and stable. So that's what.
That looks nice, Dusty. Very nice.
Hopefully I'm on an uneven bench right now.
Get some orders for those.
Duh.
Possible.
Yeah. Sure.
It's really cute.
I think it came out okay for my first time trying such a silly little thing here.
Yeah.
You know, I'll just get better from here on out, right?
Yeah, absolutely. But I don't see a thing wrong with that.
Yeah. I'm happy.
Good.
I'm happy. Might be overkill, but I'd rather be safe than sorry. Well, that's it. That's all she wrote for this little bad boy. So that was my little adventure into woodworking. Now, if I do this again, obviously I will make some adjustments to how I do it. I'll make sure that I sand the pole a little bit more. It's not that important because it's going to be covered with the paper towel roll, you know, and next time I'll use a lighter stain. This is, like I said before, this is just what I had on hand, and it's very dark. Next time I'll do a lighter one, and if I do one of these again, but next time I do anything of this sort, I'll probably go with a lighter stain. So, but anyway, it was fun. Been meaning to do it for a while, and realized I had some time on my hands. You know, with the world and all. So, anyway, thanks for hanging out and watching. Until next time. Be good. Here it is.
Oh.
It's all done.
Look at that. You did such a good job.
Oh, come on.
You did. I love it.
Does the llama love it?
Do you love it? She looks very happy
Yes, she
about
does.
it.
Yes.